So you want to know if you're financially on track for your age. Here's the thing nobody wants to tell you. The average 30-year-old has a net worth of negative $8,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Not zero. Negative. But wait, it gets more interesting. While financial advisors throw around benchmarks like having 1 year's salary saved by 30, the reality is that 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. So, if you're feeling behind, you're actually in the majority. Here's the kicker though. Just because everyone else is doing it wrong doesn't mean you should too. The difference between starting now and waiting 5 more years? About $400,000 at retirement. And that's assuming just average returns. Think of it like this. We'll binge an entire Netflix series in a weekend, but won't spend 2 hours setting up our financial future. It's like worrying about the paint color while your house is on fire. The good news? You're here, which means you're already ahead of everyone still ignoring this. Chapter 1. The savings benchmarks that actually matter. Forget the complicated formulas. Here are the only numbers you need to know. By 30, aim for 1 times your annual salary saved. By 40, make it 3 times. By 50, you want 6 times. And by 60, 10 times your salary. Simple, memorable, achievable. Now, before you close this video and panic, understand something crucial. These aren't minimum requirements for survival. They're targets for comfortable retirement. Miss them? You're not doomed. You'll just need to adjust your expectations or your efforts. Preferably, your efforts. Here's what makes these numbers brilliant. They automatically adjust for your lifestyle. Make $40,000? Your targets are smaller than someone making $100,000. But proportionally, same exact challenge. It's like everyone running their own race at their own pace, but the finish line is the same distance away. The funniest part? People spend more time choosing a restaurant for dinner than calculating if they can afford to eat in retirement. But hey, at least that pasta was good, right? Your future self might disagree. Chapter 2. Why time is your most expensive asset. Want to see something that'll make your head spin? Starting at 25 with just $200 a month gets you to $1 million by 65. Start at 35. You need $500 a month. Start at 45. Try $1,500 monthly. This isn't some Wall Street conspiracy. It's the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest. Einstein called it that, and the man knew math. Every dollar you invest today is worth $20 in 40 years. Every dollar you spend, worth exactly $1 of temporary satisfaction. Think of compound interest like planting trees. The best time was 20 years ago when you were young and broke. The second best time? Right now, while you're older and still broke. At least now you know why you're broke. Here's the gut punch nobody mentions. Waiting isn't neutral. It's expensive. Every year you delay costs you between $50,000 and $100,000 in retirement wealth. That's not a scare tactic. That's math, and math doesn't care about your feelings. Chapter 3. Your 20s, the foundation decade. Your 20s are financially schizophrenic. You're supposed to save money while having no money, invest for retirement while figuring out your career, and avoid lifestyle inflation while finally escaping ramen noodles. No pressure though. Here's your 20s playbook. First, get that employer 401k match. It's literally free money. Not taking it is like your boss offering to double your sandwich at lunch and you saying, "Nah, I'm good with half." Accept the sandwich is your retirement. Next, build a starter emergency fund. Just $1,000 to begin. Yes, it seems impossible. But so did passing calculus, and look at you now. Okay, bad example if you failed calculus, but you get the point. The secret weapon of your 20s? You can take risks others can't. Living with roommates, driving a beater car, working side hustles. These aren't sacrifices when everyone else your age is doing it too. It's just called being 20-something. Make it count. Chapter 4. Your 30s, the acceleration years. Welcome to your 30s, where life gets expensive fast. Weddings, houses, kids. It's like the universe decided to charge you for everything at once. The average 30-something sees their expenses jump 40% from their 20s. But here's the plot twist. Your 30s are also when your earning power explodes. The typical professional sees their biggest salary jumps between 30 and 40. This is your acceleration decade. The trick? Don't let lifestyle inflation eat every raise. Your 40-year-old self will thank you. Here's a mind bender. Take every raise and split it 50-50. Half improves your life today, half goes straight to savings. Get a $5,000 raise? That's $2,500 for fun and $2,500 for future you. You'll barely notice the difference now, but compound interest definitely will. The biggest 30s mistake? Thinking you'll save more when the kids are older. Spoiler alert, kids don't get cheaper. They just trade diapers for college tuition. Start now while they still think a cardboard box is the best toy ever. Chapter 5. Your 40s. The make or break moment. Your 40s are the financial equivalent of halftime. You can see the finish line of retirement, but you're far enough away to change the game's outcome. The good news? Peak earning years are here. The challenge? Everything and everyone wants your money. This is when the 3-time salary benchmark starts feeling real. Either you're there and feeling good, or you're behind and feeling the pressure. Both reactions are perfectly normal. But here's what separates 40s winners from 40s worriers. Aggressive action. No more maybe next year. The 40s superpower nobody mentions? You finally know yourself. You know what lifestyle actually makes you happy versus what you thought would. That dream car? Maybe not that important. Early retirement? Now that's worth sacrificing for. Want to know the best 40 hack? Max out every tax-advantaged account available. 401k, IRA, HSA. Make the IRS cry with how little tax you're paying. You're in your peak tax bracket years. Shield that money like your financial life depends on it. Because it does. Appreciate you sticking around. If you liked what you heard, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your take. And if you know someone who'd enjoy this, share it with them. Chapter 6. Your 50s and beyond, the final sprint. Welcome to your 50s, where the government finally admits you're behind. Catch-up contributions let you put an extra $7,500 in your 401k and $1,000 in your IRA. It's like getting a handicap in golf, except for retirement. This is also when retirement gets real. Not someday real, but check your calendar real. That 6-time salary benchmark? It better be 8 times by now. The finish line isn't moving, but you can still sprint. Even if your knees don't work like they used to. Here's the 50s reality check. If you're behind, you have 3 options: save dramatically more, work significantly longer, or reduce retirement expectations. Notice how hope for the best isn't on that list. But here's the 50s secret weapon. Your expenses might actually drop. Kids moving out, mortgage nearly paid. No more keeping up with the Joneses because the Joneses are also tired. Channel every freed up dollar into that retirement sprint. Chapter 7. The catch-up game. Starting late, but smart. So you're starting late. Join the club. We have jackets. Maybe you spent your 20s finding yourself, your 30s recovering from finding yourself, and now you're 40 with the retirement savings of a 25-year-old. Here's your comeback strategy. First, embrace the suck. You'll need to save 20 to 30% of your income instead of the comfortable 10 to 15%. That's not a typo. It means real lifestyle changes, not just skipping lattes. Though definitely also skip some lattes. The late starter's advantage. You know what actually matters now. That lifestyle inflation that traps young savers. You've already lived it and learned it's overrated. Use that wisdom like a financial superpower. Here's the hack most late starters miss. Work 5 years longer than planned. Those 5 years do triple duty: more saving time, more compound growth, and fewer retirement years to fund. It's math's way of giving you a second chance. Chapter 8: The Psychology That Keeps You Poor. Want to know why smart people stay broke? It's not lack of knowledge, it's lack of behavior change. We all know to spend less than we earn. Yet here we are, checking our bank balance through squinted eyes. The biggest psychological trap? Present bias. Your brain literally values today's pleasure more than tomorrow's security. It's like your current self is constantly sabotaging your future self. That's why automation beats willpower every time. Remove the choice, remove the problem. Here's another brain glitch. Loss aversion makes you fear losing money more than you enjoy gaining it. Result? You keep everything in checking accounts earning nothing while inflation eats it alive. Your safety strategy is actually your risk. The solution? Trick your broken brain. Automate savings before you see the money. Name your accounts with goals like Beach House Fund instead of savings. Make it emotional, because logic clearly isn't working. Chapter 9: The Boring Path to Wealth. Ready for the least exciting secret to millions? Live below your means, invest in index funds, and wait. That's it. No crypto, no day trading, no real estate flipping. Just boring, consistent, proven strategies. The boring path works because it's sustainable. You can be intensely motivated for a month, but you can be moderately disciplined for decades. Guess which one builds wealth? The one that doesn't make good Instagram content. Want specifics? Save 15 to 20% of gross income, invest in low-cost index funds, rebalance yearly, ignore market noise. Congratulations, you now know what millionaires actually do. It's not sexy, but poverty isn't either. The hardest part of the boring path? Trusting it when everyone else is getting rich quick, until they're not. The crypto millionaire stories make headlines. The index fund millionaires make actual millions. Choose your adventure wisely. Enough theory, time for action. First, calculate your number. Take your age benchmark seriously. Behind? Own it without shame. Ahead? Don't get cocky. Step 2. Pick your primary weapon. Behind significantly? Focus on income increase. Slightly behind? Expense reduction works. On track? Optimization and automation. Match your solution to your situation. Here's your this week assignment. Open one new account. Just one. Retirement account, investment account, high yield savings. Doesn't matter. Motion beats meditation every time. The final truth? You're not competing with anyone except time. Those benchmarks aren't about judgment. They're about math. Your journey is yours alone. But starting today instead of tomorrow? That's worth about $1,000 per day in future wealth. Your financial future isn't determined by your past. It's determined by what you do next. So what's it going to be?